MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping in, Nick Senzel. He will lead this one off today.
Nick Senzel.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game. You'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Very high, 2-1. Lester has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. He turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll check in here at 277. 39 home runs now, and 82 runs batted in. Ball 2 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-0 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Row, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Nick Castellanos now. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Suarez stands at first with 1 out. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Barehanded at his knees. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two and 0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
From the stretch. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The count now at 2-2. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Reds 1, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
2-2 now to Baez. Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. It's been a good series for him so far at the plate with 5 runs batted in on 4 hits. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Batting third.
I guarantee you at
Third
release
baseman.
point, he wanted to pull this
Red.
pitch back. Change up, middle of
Right,
the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. First pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope. 1-1.
Runners on first with 1 down.
Nope.
Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Fouled off. The 2-2.
Count's full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4. Galvis. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Batting fourth.
That was kind of a
The
high
catcher.
degree of difficulty play
Wilson.
that time. You see the
John
off-balance
Barrett.
throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. He's set and the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Sent on the ground out to second. Moustakas has it. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Aristides Aquino. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 14 homers and 37 RBIs. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Galvis, a 5'10" switch hitter. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The catcher, Kurt Casale.
Stepping up to the plate, Kurt Casale. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
1-1.
The 1-0 home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. And now a pitch on the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Reds leave one, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Castillo, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The 2-0. Squared that one up just a little late.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the West Coast, baby.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0.
Here we go, man. Here we go. 2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here's the pitch. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Batting depth, the center fielder.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. The 1-0.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 8,
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Kipnis, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
A runner on first with 2 away. All even now, 2-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Nick Senzel.
Nick Senzel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now the pitch.
Hey.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
Full count.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So digging in now, Eugenio Suarez looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
Ball 1, no
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Two and 1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch.
I got 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Reds lead this one 1-0.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate now, John Lester, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And the pitch on 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Nick Castellanos at the plate now, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Castellanos.
Here's the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat starting right now.
Hit hard to the right. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Standing in, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping in, Aristides Aquino. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Throwing to second. Throw won't get him.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Two out here and a runner at second. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go as the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. 1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Galvis has it. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least 1 out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One and one to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind in the count with guys on base.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
First and second now, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Contreras rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roy. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Standing in now, Ian Happ, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
He waits, now the pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Moustakas. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. All tied at 1-1. Striding in, Kirk Casale. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here it comes. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
0-1, here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. One away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Pitch is popped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to short. There's Baez. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off
Bottom of the
for
inning
the
now,
Cubs,
and set to stand
the
in as the
pitcher,
veteran pitcher,
John
John Lester. First
Lester.
pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey!
And he misses with it, 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Javier Baez is on deck. Here's the 3-1.
Full count. 3-2.
And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Man, when the game
Now
is
batting,
tied, the last thing you
shortstop,
can afford to do is
Javier.
walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First offering on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch.
Aye. The count. 0-2.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good
Now
job of
batting,
getting him to
right
offer
fielder,
that one out of the zone.
Jason.
And it was all set up by the fact that he
Hayward.
got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Left side, but well foul. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. New inning set to get underway. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Ball 1. Nope, upstairs.
Here he comes on 2-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Here it is, the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. First offering on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
1-1 the count now. Pause, now the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. The 2-1 home. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. Into the basket, and it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
The bat, the first base, Joey Votto.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now Lester's 0-1. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. The pitch.
Oh, that's inside.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in and looking for more, Aristides Aquino. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 3-1 Cincinnati. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 home. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Off-speed pitch just missed inside.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Swing and a liner.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And another foul ball. The next 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he could really hurt you.
comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Lucas Sims takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Anthony Rizzo will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Let him go!
From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
Let's go!
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Sims, a native of Georgia. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
I'd like to welcome you to the
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Misses, ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the stretch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Two out with the man at first. 1-2 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1 left for the Cubs. Score holds. It's 3-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jeremy Jeffress will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ian Miller is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 79, Ian Miller.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away.
Go back to Cincinnati.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, one gone.
Now
at the plate, Kurt Casale. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Lucas Sims.
Jesse Winker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Cincinnati. Number 33, Jesse Winker.
A high fastball is in there. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Michael Lorenzen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 4-1. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Lorenzen, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Ian Miller. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. That one's in there, 3-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And that whole event, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Runner goes for second. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second. The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here's the 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Pedro Strop takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Hayward.
Jason Hayward will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Swung on, missed, 2-1. Strop has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. He set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ryan Tepera will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel.
The center fielder, Nick Senzel.
He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1. No, that's low. Nice going up.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Gets the outside corner, strike 3. Now batting, Mike Moustakas. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Fouled away. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds are down and ordered, and it's still 3-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be the imposing power bat, Chris Bryant. Here comes the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. Here's a pop-up now. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. From the stretch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. One out, nobody on. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0 swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Fastball right back to the mound. Galvis on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We've played 8 full. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Craig Kimbrell will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. David Bodie will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
First base and batting 7.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nicholas Castellanos.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark, so this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got 1 more.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In is Joey Votto now. as he grounds one briskly to short. Baez fields it cleanly on to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
Now batting, number 44.
Ready for another chance? Aristides Aquino. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Get out of here, Red.
He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds, as the lead remains 3-1. Raisel Iglesias comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Cincinnati, number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. From the belt, the pitch. 2-0. Up and in that time, and the count moves to 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. There's ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Skip this.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. from the stretch.
At the
The
back.
fastball here as you'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Iglesias has over 40 innings on his line so far and logged in with an ERA in the low threes.
Let's go, Jason.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Count.
None out, runners at first and second. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another try at 2-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at
The
first, so objective
The
number
center
one is
fielder.
stranding him on base.
Yeah.
And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
In now, Ian Miller. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit hard to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an
The batter,
infield
number
single.
9.
Boy, you know,
Shortstop.
D-Roll, every pitcher
Bobby
loves that.
Day.
Shortstop does a great job just to
Bye, yeah.
knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
1-1 is a fastball that misses.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. On a comebacker, this could be big. They get the force at the plate. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Reds with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Luis Castillo earns win number 7 on the season. Raisel Iglesias earns the save out of the bullpen, his 31st of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.